Inche Ahmad is driving. He wants to move to the right-hand lane. How do the mirrors on his car help him to go to the right lane safely? Discuss this with your friends. Then click Check Answer. Inche Ahmad can only move to the right-hand lane when there is no car approaching from behind on that lane. He can look into his right side view mirror. The mirror can show the reflection of a car approaching from behind. This way, he does not need to turn his head to move to the right-hand lane safely. Have you seen this mirror before? Do you know what it is used for? Discuss this with your friends. Then, click on the mirror. At a sharp bend on a road, it is difficult for drivers to see oncoming cars. Without this mirror, cars from both directions might not be able to see one another. When this happens, the cars may run into one another and collide. The mirror is placed at a point on the road to help drivers. It is called a reflector mirror. Drivers can look at the reflector mirror to see oncoming cars. Therefore, accidents may be prevented. We go to dentists to have our teeth checked. However, it is difficult to see the inner side of our teeth. What can a dentist use to check the inner side of our teeth? Discuss this with your friends. Then click on the dentist. This mirror is called a dental mirror. A dentist can use the dental mirror to check the inner side of our teeth easily. This is a periscope. A periscope is used to see things where the eyes cannot reach. It lets you see things around obstacles like walls and corners. Look at this picture. The naval officer is using a periscope to see what is on the surface of the water from the submarine. Now, let's find out how a periscope works. Click on the periscope to see. This is an example of a simple periscope. A simple periscope consists of a tube and two mirrors. The two mirrors are at each end of the tube. The mirrors are arranged parallel to each other. The angle of each mirror is 45 degrees from the wall of the tube. Each mirror is facing each opening of the periscope. Let's look at how Ashok uses the periscope to see the books on the highest shelf. He holds the periscope this way, so the higher opening is facing the books. He looks through the other opening to see the books. Now, draw a ray diagram to show the reflection of light in a periscope. Click on the pencil, then drag the pencil to draw the ray diagram. Click Check Answer when you have finished. The light from the books travels in a straight line to mirror A. The light is then reflected and travels to mirror B. When the light hits mirror B, it is reflected and travels to Ashok's eyes. Let's make a kaleidoscope. A kaleidoscope is a toy that looks like a telescope. You will need 2 cardboard tubes from rolls of paper towel, 3 pieces of rectangular mirrors. The length of each mirror must be the same as the cardboard tube, and some sticky tape. Cut the cardboard tubes like this. Tape the mirrors into a shape of a triangle like this. Make sure all the mirrors are facing each other. Insert the mirrors into one of the tubes. Insert the other tube onto the first tube like this. Then, tape them together. You can also decorate the outside of the tube. Now your kaleidoscope is ready. Use the kaleidoscope to look at the objects around you. Rotate the kaleidoscope. Watch as the shapes and colors form beautiful changing patterns. This happens because the light from the outside travels into the kaleidoscope. The light is then being reflected by the mirrors inside the kaleidoscope.
The diagram shows an investigation. What does the investigation show? Click on the correct answer. Correct. The investigation shows that light can be reflected. What happens when light is reflected? Click on the correct answer. Fantastic! When light is reflected, it changes direction. Which of these objects reflects light the most? Click on the correct picture. Well done! A mirror reflects light the most if compared to a piece of paper, a piece of wood, and a piece of cloth. Which of these devices is not used to view reflections of objects? Click on the correct answer. Correct. A magnifying glass is not used to view reflections of objects. Give some examples that show the reflection of light being used in daily life. Write your answers in your exercise book. Study this diagram. Then answer all the questions on the activity sheet. Click Check when you have finished. Light can be reflected. All objects reflect light, but anything that has a smooth, shiny surface reflects light the most. Objects like mirrors, aluminum foil, and tin covers are the best objects used to reflect light. We can see the image of an object in a mirror because light can be reflected. The light that falls on an object travels in a straight line to the mirror. When the light hits the mirror, it is reflected and changes direction. The light bounces back and reaches the eyes. Therefore, we can see the image of the object. There are many uses of reflection of light in our daily lives. Side view and rear view mirrors in a car. The mirrors show the reflection of a car approaching from behind. Reflect a mirror at a sharp bend in a road. The mirror helps drivers to see oncoming cars. Dental mirror. The mirror enables a dentist to check the inner side of teeth easily. Periscope. A simple periscope consists of a tube and two mirrors. The mirrors enable us to see things where the eye cannot reach. For example, a naval officer will use a periscope to see what is on the surface of the water from the submarine. Have you seen an ambulance before? An ambulance is an emergency vehicle. It transports sick or injured people from a place to a hospital. Now, look closely at the front of the ambulance. It has the word ambulance across its hood. However, the word is written backwards. Why is this so? Discuss this with your friends. Then, click on the word ambulance. An ambulance needs to reach the hospital as soon as possible. The time it arrives at the hospital could mean the difference between life and death for a seriously injured or ill person. Usually, when the ambulance is on its way, there are many cars ahead. The word ambulance is written backwards so that when people in the cars look through their rear view mirrors, they can read the word in the right order. This is because the word gets reflected in the mirror. Once they know an ambulance is coming, they can make way for it to pass through.